Hello and welcome back. This is going to be a short video. Um, I'm sure you all have seen that we have a hurricane heading this way, and right now, none of us know exactly what's happening. uh, is it going towards Tallahassee? Is it coming towards us? Who knows? Uh, they're saying it could be a Cat 3, and what I've been seeing on the internet, they're saying that it could go up into the Big Bend area again, which I have two very dear friends up there. And so I'm a little concerned about that. But I'm also getting things ready here on the property too. Uh, Took me all day to get what I needed to get done. And I wanted to say the ridge cap here on the house, I called them the other day, and the gentleman said, well, he called and they said that they just were so busy they couldn't get to it. So he says, well, it's either going to be a fight with the insurance company or it's going to be a fight with an attorney. I don't want to go either one of those routes, but all I want is the ridge cap fixed. But what I'm going to do, I have got some duct tape over here on the table. It may and it may not help, but what I'm going to do in the morning is I'm going to tape the tape and duct tape across here in the living room and in the bathroom where it had leaked the last time we had a hurricane. And hopefully that might keep the rain from going under the ridge cap and down into the ceiling. I hope. That's the only choice I've got. He said, the insurance company said, well, you could put a tarp up there. And I said, yeah, but 60, 70 mile an hour winds isn't going to hold a tarp up there. So that's out. And even if I was to nail it down, that's putting nails in the roof, and I really don't want to do that either. So duct tape is probably the best solution I've got right now to the problem. Um, I have been feeling better. I did have to go this morning. They said had an appointment to get an infusion on Thursday, and then revisit the doctor on Friday. But because of the storm, I had to go this morning to get it done. And then I was supposed to go in tomorrow for him to do a recheck tomorrow to see me. But I told him that because of the storm and things I needed to get done, as long as I'm feeling okay, which I've got a headache right now, but I just ate, so I should be feeling a little bit better. Um, but I told him I'd prefer to just stay home and get things done here at the house. So that's the plan from tomorrow on. I'll be here. I do want to go. I've got one tank, about a 4.5 gallon tank full of gas for the generator, which I'll show you all. And then I've got another tank that I might get another 4.5 gallons in. And what I do is I store them in the small building out back. I don't store them in the big building because I'm afraid of the gas fumes. I've got a dehumidifier in there, so I put them in the little building, which they'll be fine. And then I've got the generator set up, which I'll show you too. Um, and so I've got just about everything ready that I need. And I will show you now what I've been doing while I have been recuperating from hurting my back. Okay, this is what I have been doing. I've been listing on Etsy and listing on eBay. And just to let you see a little bit, these are the cushions that go out on the chairs outside. I always bring these in when we have a storm because sometimes it'll rain in the porch and these will get wet, so I brought these in. Here on the front porch is another view, and you'll see what it looks like before the storm. I'm sure that if it does hit this way, it is not going to be pretty. But again, here I took the tables. I don't really need to do this, but I did do it because I don't want them to hit the window or the door. So I did tie these together, and I put these two chairs here, laid the table down, and see, that's the windows, and then Angel's cat door right there. I'm probably going to lock that up Thursday sometime when the storm really starts getting bad. But I just don't want anything to fly into these windows. And then this is a chair that I tied down. I want to get out here and pressure wash and clean, but every time I want to do something, just like the mold right there, or not really mold, but just dirt, if I take the pressure washer, it just washes right off. And this is carpet. But this chair a dear friend gave to me a couple of years ago, and he said, Richard, all I want you to do is just sit. Just sit and rock. So I've got it out here, and sometimes I do just come out here and sit and rock and enjoy it. I need to clip all this off too. There's so much out here I want to do. I just haven't felt like doing it. But hopefully this will be a pretty sight still after Thursday. Now I'll show you what I did on the carport. Oh, by the way, the benches. I have white benches that are up front. And I took them and tied them. There it is right there. I tied them to the trees, both of them. The one over on the other side too. The pots I left where they are because they never really go anywhere. But the benches, sometimes they'll tip over, sometimes they'll blow over just a little bit. So I did tie them to the trees, and that way I know for sure they're not going to go anywhere. And now I will show you the carport. I hope you guys don't mind the noise. I stepped out back. Right there's the generator. There's a box on the other side of the generator. Every time I put my hand there, it turns blurry, but there's a box on the other side of the generator. So I can just connect the generator to that box, and it not only works the house, but the well that's on the other side of the building over there, so that I've got water and electric. And then that's the little building that I keep the gas in. And just to show you guys this, this is what the backyard looks like right now. May not look this way come Thursday. And the one thing I don't like is the fact that they say that we're going to be hit Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. And I don't like hurricanes at night. I'd rather them be during the day. But I also, I took this chair that's here and I tied that, and the rug I'm going to put inside the building because I'm going to need to pressure wash that. And here we have the carport, and I parked the mower here. I've got the ladder here so that I can get up on the roof in the morning and tape up the ridge cap, I hope. These two plants that are on the shepherd's hooks I'm going to take down tomorrow. My grandmother's table and the chairs. This was in Dade City when my grandmother and grandfather had their home there. And I inherited it many, many, many years ago, and I've repainted it I don't know how many times. But again, I've got this one tied and the chair's tied and the plant is tied. That's the gas can I'm going to get filled tomorrow morning. And then on this side I've got the other peace lilies, and I've got this one tied back here in the back so that this wagon won't go anywhere. This one's relatively heavy, so I don't think it's going to go anywhere either. So hopefully we're not going to have it too bad. Now the the last storm that we had, it took out my peacock right there. I mean, it's nailed down, but it just ripped it right off of there. And I've got another one over here on the other side. So it'll be interesting to see if that's there after the storm. Yeah. But there again, there's the yard for now. I just hope that I can get out after the storm. And that's the remnants of the tree that came down. Well, I wish everybody that's in the path of the hurricane is safe and sound and will be safe. I think that maybe I might give an update on Friday, depending on how the weather is and how I'm feeling. If not, it should be this weekend sometime. Prayers to everybody that's in the path. Take care.